Bermuda Triangle is said to be the most dangerous stretch of water in the entire world.
And right now we're literally over the Bermuda Triangle where tons of planes go missing.
I'm going to be spending the next few days on the island of Bermuda to figure out why so many ships and planes disappear here. I'll be talking with scientists and people who have actually lost loved ones in the triangle. And I'll even be taking a boat out into the open ocean to uncover mysteries hundreds of years old and reveal to you the truth of the Bermuda Triangle.
You've flown over the Bermuda Triangle probably hundreds of times.
No, this was the first time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's the first time they flew over the Bermuda Triangle. I heard about the Bermuda Triangle a lot of times. I think it's real. Yeah, I think it's real. I think what actually happens in the Bermuda Triangle be real, or it's just like coincidences.
Yeah. Nothing weird that you experienced?
Nothing weird, yeah.
Did anything happen with the equipment, or was it
On the
good?
airplane? No, everything was
Well, that's
good,
crazy.
yeah.
It's your first time. Really well.
So-
So, like, who named this the cockpit? It was his
Okay.
first time flying to Bermuda. It's because all the other pilots died.
Over the past century, dozens of ships holding hundreds of people have vanished in these waters with no trace, never again. So naturally, the first spot
Damn,
we
why my
headed
shit
to
lagging
was
so
the
much?
docks to talk to local captains about their experiences.
Might ask this guy over here. Do you know anything about disappearances?
I remember a few weeks back, it was a guy on a kayak here going out, and he went missing, and the Coast Guard actually had to get involved, and they actually found the guy several miles offshore. Fortunately, he was okay. If you're not careful, yeah, you could actually get swept away.
You guys have never heard of anyone disappearing?
Yeah, I know a couple guys that went missing. One of the ships sailed off from here and went straight bottom about 100 miles offshore. Everybody on board.
Wow.
But I honestly don't know what happened.
You think it was just like navigation problems?
I would think so, but you never know.
We've heard a lot of stuff about like equipment not working out there. Is that true at all, or?
Oh, we don't experience that.
So everything's just fine when you're out there?
From my point, yeah, sorry.
No, don't apologize. We're trying to figure out we don't want people to lie.
We do navigate by stars, but because of the size of the ship by law, we have to have modern navigation systems.
Oh, wow.
Have you guys run into any pirates?
Yes, we met some pirates, but then the Coast Guard came, and I mean, they were just driving next to us, and they were like trying to reach out to us by megaphone.
Yo, when I think of pirates, I be thinking about Blackbeard. But now pirates are the Somalian pirates. They be having the AK-47s that just be on a boat. Bro, them are like modern day pirates. Like what classifies as a pirate anymore? Like what is a pirate? Like literally what is a pirate? I don't know what a pirate is. I've heard of pirates. Sometimes I know it. Give me booty. I don't know what a pirate really is though. Like what's the point of being a pirate? What do you do?
Scary.
Yeah, it was a risk.
I mean, I don't know.
Is that
I don't
pretty
know what
common
pirates do, bro.
out here?
It happens to me once. Right now, the ship is chartered by college, so we have young people, 16 to 19 years.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this was a group of 16 to 19-year-olds navigating by stars and ran into actual pirates. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was definitely not that cool when I was 16.
I was playing Fortnite
Dude, I had just learned how to
Come on,
read.
let's play Fortnite.
at 16.
Well, okay, maybe that's a little young.
Dude, Ethan still can't read.
You can't?
No, I'm actually illiterate.
Damn, actually?
You can read a little.
Why is he operating the camera?
Yo, we're making a video documentary about the Bermuda Triangle.
Can we interview you?
What's the craziest thing you've heard?
I mean, most of the crazy stuff we've heard has been from like online and stuff. We're kind of just wondering if it's like true, if a lot of people actually go missing here, or if it's like really just an internet thing.
Yeah, so not anymore. You've got Bermuda, Miami, Florida, and then Puerto Rico. Yeah. Right, all kind of blended into one. Pretty much what happens is you get warm water from the Gulf Stream, cold water from the North Atlantic. When that warm and cold mix right over top of us, you'll get weather. You could be out there and it's sunny like this, it's awesome, and all of a sudden, boom, shit weather. And then you're screwed. The dude on the kayaks is a funny one.
Okay, so basically the Bermuda Triangle is just a mix of hot and cold water that does bullshit to your boat.
Not funny what happened, but
Well, he got found.
He got found.
He's good.
But I mean, they used every bit of resource that we had at our disposal. Like they had a Coast Guard doing like proper flight patterns, and they finally got him. He was off of that side of the island, like over that side.
Oh my gosh, he
like
was out there.
like 100 miles off kind of thing in a kayak. So
That's terrifying. We definitely should not go out on a kayak. That was my original plan, but
What? You had us originally?
Well, dude, these boats are expensive.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is the
Oh,
best way to
he
solve the
oh
mystery.
wow, he
Best
actually
way
went
to
on the
die.
kayak.
Have you guys heard about War Thunder? War Thunder, the sponsor of today's video.
Oh hell no.
We went behind the scenes at the Bermuda Underwater Exploration Institute to get some answers for the disappearances.
All right, so now I'm here with Hannah, who is an educator at BUEI and is gonna explain the actual history
they have a whole
little bit
thing
of
just-
the Bermuda Triangle, starting, I guess, at the origin.
So in and around this area, we've seen many ships and planes disappear without a trace. The USS Cyclops was going from Norfolk to Barbados, carrying 309 USS Navy personnel. It vanished in the middle of the triangle. That was its last known location, and without a trace. This is really strange and the largest loss of any USS Navy personnel in one go. Another really famous...
What do y'all think be happening to them ships, bro? Because we hear this a lot. Well, at least I hear it a lot. It's always planes go missing, boats go missing, or something go missing, or they crash, or just anything over the Bermuda Triangle. What, bro? What happens there?
would be
But
Flight
still,
19.
like,
So 1945, 5 torpedo bombers were taking off from Fort Lauderdale on a routine training flight out here, and they vanished without a trace. Calm day, there was no understanding where they went. And what's even weirder is that the plane that went out to look for them also vanished on that day.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa!
So many ships and planes have vanished here. And after speaking with an actual researcher, that reality had set in. But our next stop was to head onto a boat and venture out into the triangle for ourselves.
My name is Sloan. What we're going to do, we're going to start off by going around the southern side of the islands. The waves are still up, so there's going to be a bit of swell. The reason we're going out there is because the closest point that the volcanic drop-off comes to the island is just off the southern side.
This was it. We were finally leaving the safety of the island and departing into the open waters. Waters where hundreds of ships have never returned from.
We are this second heading into the Bermuda Triangle. I guess we flew over it, but...
Yeah, but we haven't been in it. Oh, look at that cave.
If I was a pirate, that's where I keep my treasure. What's one of the more mysterious things you've heard of?
Boats that go out and never come
I'm
back.
saying about pirates, bro. What are they like?
Electronics to malfunction. You got things that just stop working.
Have you guys ever had like electronics problems or anything?
A couple weird things happen here and there, and you think, okay, but nothing too mysterious. Yeah.
I did have one situation about 30 years ago where my electronics went down, and according to my speed and my course, when my electronics came back on, I was a lot further away than I expected to be. Your time, distance, and speed, in my brain it was going, okay, we're good, we're still heading this way, we should be right at point A in about half an hour. Well, when I got there, I wasn't at point A, I had gone about 10 miles past point A.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was weird, but I didn't think too much of it.
It was wild to hear Captain Sloan recount his equipment malfunctioning at such a level. But Hannah had...
Bro, you gotta have, like, at a point, you just gotta kind of, like... I'd be shooken up, bro. If I'm in the middle of the ocean, everything just completely flatlined on me, all the electronics off, brother. No, I would have been panicking.
A possible scientific explanation.
The first person to note any anomalies in this part of the ocean was actually Christopher Columbus. They noticed that their compass wasn't pointing towards the North Star, and it was actually spinning in different directions.
So if we took like compasses out there, they'd trip out and stuff?
I've seen it firsthand. The old school compasses spin in a confused pattern, and they don't all do the same confused pattern. And whether there's something in the sediments, which is most likely, magnetite, for example, in the sediment, which is often found around seamounts and volcanic islands.
So we packed 2 compasses
Bro, that
to
means
test
the
this
Bermuda
theory.
Triangle is
This one's already not working.
big, like.
No way, bro.
Look at this one. Oh wait. But see what I'm saying? That one's tripping out.
It went off. Bro, no way.
Dude, that one's off and this one's on.
What the heck?
Back in the day, obviously your computer technology has changed. They relied on celestial navigation. They relied on just your magnetic forces, your compasses, and things like that.
We got one of the very basic compasses.
Yeah.
We wanted to see if it was working out here.
And what's interesting is if you take a compass like this and you put it, see how it moved?
Yeah.
Because there's metal in here, magnets in there.
Oh, so it'll affect this.
Yeah. So
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. They say never to mount a compass close to any electronic.
Would it be possible that there's something like really magnetic in the ocean that would affect this, or?
There is that possibility, yeah. I'm sure there are some magnetic forces out there that will make your compass go around in circles. I have yet to witness it, but you know, it could very well happen.
The red needle is supposed to point at. The red needle is supposed to. Jesus Christ. The red needle is supposed to point at north, whatever direction north is, so you can see when I turn it. But that's based off of the magnetic pole. So if I put this one here, this has a really strong magnet. It just points towards the magnet. So that could maybe explain some of the compasses not working.
Oh my fucking God.
If there was something really magnetic in the ocean.
But there were still some anomalies that were a little hard for science to explain.
I have seen on the southern side of the island is I've seen a huge whirlpools, which it's quite. I've seen it once in my life, and it's about I guess maybe a quarter-mile wide.
Damn!
Whirlpool that was just moving down the southern side of the island. No idea.
A quarter mile?
Yeah, I was
Bro,
gonna ask.
like what causes a whirlpool to do that?
Yeah.
You know, like all of a sudden it's like a bathtub. You got an eddy coming down.
That would be terrifying to see in front of us.
Yeah.
What are some other like actual reasons other than the magnetism, the magnetite, that is believed why these ships and aircrafts go missing?
Hurricanes, so that's a big thing. This is a hurricane alley right here that they come up, and the Gulf Stream goes up like this, and then Canary Current comes down, an equatorial current. And so we see a lot of hurricanes form in the warmer parts of the globe, and they usually travel then straight and they pinball up into this region. It wasn't until recently that we have the data and we have the ability to track them. So a lot of ships and planes would maybe leave when the weather is great, and then they run into a big storm, blowing them off course, leading to them running out of fuel or damaging a ship to sink them.
But the craziest explanation for the disappearances was something called methane bubbles.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the ship's cooked.
Yeah.
When the tectonic plates beneath the seabed shift over a methane bolt, they will release a bubble. If you're 10,000 feet down at the bottom of the ocean, you get a little bubble come out. By the time that bubble makes it to the surface, it can be 8 miles wide. It can be 10 miles wide.
Oh my
You'll be going along, and all of a sudden, a big bubble shows up. The boats don't float on bubbles. They just sink, and then the water goes over the top.
That is wild.
Imagine just being out in the open ocean and a giant explosion happens from beneath you.
When it hits the atmosphere, it does the same thing to airplanes.
It can affect airplanes.
Yeah, the same, because it's a different density than the air. So your plane's flying along and all of a sudden it hits a methane gas bubble and it's gonna wanna go down.
Wow, that is lethal.
Another phenomenon to look out for are rogue waves, massive surges of water that can appear with no warning.
Rogue waves can come out.
How come this will
nowhere. They
only
can
happen?
also
I
sink
mean, I don't think it only happens on the Bermuda Triangle, but why is it so common on the Bermuda Triangle? Because I'm pretty sure that Bermuda Triangle is not the only place that's happened at, the methane bubbles. Or maybe it's because the hot and cold that she was talking about.
My grandfather was a container ship captain, and in his life he went through two. Both times lost most of his cargo.
Oh my God.
The wreck was hit by a storm back in the 40s and it actually sunk out here and they drug it in here to make a bit of a breakwater.
All right,
That's a
guys.
real ship.
The water is freezing, but I've always wanted to explore a shipwreck. This is where we get the answers.
That's an actual ship.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
Now, while we were swimming to investigate the wreck, we also got to speak with an expert on shipwrecks here in Bermuda to find out why so many crash here.
I'm here with Philippe, the shipwreck expert.
There's a lot of Bermuda shipwreck experts, but I actually do it for the government.
I hear there's a lot of shipwrecks here.
There's tons. It's actually why the stories that started to collect around that part of the Atlantic got attached to Bermuda. Because Bermuda was already well known for having lots of shipwrecks.
We're on a shipwreck from around 80 years ago. Who knows how it actually wrecked in the Bermuda Triangle? We gotta go down there and we gotta find clues. Dude, it is tit freezing cold in this water.
What are the common reasons for ships wrecking?
The real reason is this sort of line here. These are what you call boiler reef. Within that fringing reef, there's an entire network of breakers, they call them. And that partly because they break up shipwrecks, but mostly because they break the surface. And it's much harder than most reef systems that you find, in the Caribbean, etc. It's like a very particular system, and it comes all the way to the surface. And there's an algae that grows, and it just keeps that rock just at the surface. So when those old wooden shipwrecks got sort of swept onto those, it would sort of break them all to pieces.
Swimming around the wreck, it was clear that the ship had been underwater for so long, an entire ecosystem had formed around it. And it was actually pretty beautiful. Aside from the fish, it was now clear to see the damage on the ship from when it likely hit the reefs on the outskirts of Bermuda. Referencing the science, it seemed like the ship didn't crash to anything supernatural, but instead the special reefs around the island just tore it apart.
When you're out here, you're coming across, you might see Bermuda. By the time you see it and go, hey, Bermuda, you're already on the reef.
Thank you much.
Groovy, man.
Groovy.
It's just crazy, like these massive ships just get absolutely obliterated. The gas bubbles. Oh no. That's my gas bubble, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's a bit chilly.
You guys look like survivors, man.
We just made it out.
Another theory on the disappearance is the presence of sea monsters in the triangle. And while we didn't see any monsters, the fish here looked like straight up aliens.
I think it's a big one. Not really, I don't think it's a big one.
Oh, the monster!
Do y'all think that monsters are in the Bermuda Triangle, bro? I mean, there's a possibility. There's always a possibility, but like, come on, let's be honest.
So it's not both ways.
It'd be great if he had no teeth.
What?
He looks kind of happy. All right, buddy. Sorry to
There's
disturb
no
you.
telling. Maybe.
Yeah, that nigga's dead, bro.
Holy! That is a big dude. Mine's a wiggler.
Let's get a slimy dap up.
It's slimy.
Oh, that felt horrible.
It's all white and sticky.
But I was holding the fish with this hand.
Mind if we ask you some questions about the Bermuda Triangle? What is, I guess, like the strangest thing you've ever experienced in the ocean?
I've lost a few good friends at sea. I had a very good friend of mine, one of my mentors growing up, and he was out by himself one day, and his wife called me up and said, he's not answering his phone. I don't know where he is. We jumped in this boat, and there was about 14 other boats that went out to look for his boat. And it was nighttime at this point, and we found his boat. His boat was anchored by the fishing line.
Wow.
But he was nowhere to be found. We don't know for sure what happened to him. I believe that one of the buoys came and got underneath his legs and he fell overboard. And with the current that strong, you'll never get back to your boat. But it's just a theory. But it's one of those situations where you wonder, this guy's been fishing 35 years of his life, doing the same thing every day, and then one day he just disappears and we never see him again.
Imagine.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Going missing has to be one of the creepiest ways to go, bro. Nobody knows where you're at. Nobody knows what happened to you. Nobody knows. It's just mystery. Mystery. Everything's a mystery. Nobody knows how you died. Nobody knows why you died. Nobody knows who killed you. Nobody knows what killed. That's, bro, no.
In the ocean looking for someone you love, searching a never-ending horizon. The Bermuda Triangle has a multitude of solutions, from magnetic rocks on the bottom to methane bubbles to ship-breaking reefs. While the causes might not be supernatural, it doesn't make the fact of people disappearing any less tragic.
We just got off the boat to actually talk to someone who's had a very close friend that's gone missing, and he can't explain it. He said he spent 4 days trying to look for the body just for closure. Hearing that, like, personally from him changes the whole story in my mind. It's like really just, I don't know, it's not some great mystery, it's just like a tragedy.
These tragedies have persisted over centuries since the first ships entered the triangle. But not all shipwreck stories have a sad ending. During our time talking to the locals here, we learned that many of the inhabitants of Bermuda are descendants from those who survived crashing on the island and simply decided to stay, turning what was once the most mysterious island in the world into an inhabited country that's honestly pretty beautiful.
This world might be a little crazier than even the stories.
Might be a big mystery. Dot shop.
Oh man, get the fuck. I don't know what happens at the Bermuda Triangle, brother. Everything's weird about this damn planet. Damn,